Okay, so let's talk about Xianyun and how Star Rail is just wiping the floor with Genshin, but that's as far as we'll go into that. Alright, Xianyun, do I regret summoning on her? I'm gonna have to say no. It just purely based off of how she actually does have pretty decent uses. She provides more use cases for Furina, which was a character who severely needed it, like very, very much needed it, right? She was not a character I was running on more than like 2 teams, honestly.
You're ugly, you're disgusting, I'm gonna kill you, give me $200.
But now she's expanded Furina into a Hu Tao team, which is a main DPS that everybody loves, and then also Diluc, which is a standard banner 5-star that you could pull, you know, just because you lost pity, right? You know, this is a character that new players might end up using because maybe they started when Furina came out, everybody told them to get Furina, and now they have, you know, and now it's possible for them to get Xianyun, and they, you know, have Diluc along the way, because you do get probably enough on the standard banner. I remember Diluc was like a really good character starting out, so yeah. But in terms of limited 5-stars, actually, Diluc probably is now better than Yoimiya. I don't think that there's a competition for that.
I gotta tell you, it was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
Hu Tao and Diluc probably are clearly better than Yoimiya at this point, with this new buff, which is really nice. And then also Xiao buff, which is really good. Xiao works perfectly with him, provides Furina to be all field. You know, if you're running viridescent with, you know, your Xianyun, you're buffing Furina's damage, which is really nice. You know, Xiao works very, very well. The only thing I'm actually like really interested in getting a good spear for Xiao, because right now it's all these secondary spears, whereas if I got Primordial Jade Wing Spear, you know, it would look different, right? There was a comment that was like, oh yeah, Ito, he works a little bit better than you know, gave him credit for. I tried to play the game today. I'm sorry, this is why you're getting a talking video today, because I tried to play the game. It does not let me play more than 5 minutes. It's been a constant issue today. Yeah, my internet is bad. All right. Yeah, this is just going to be something, you know, after December, everything just went down. All right. At the start of December, you know, my internet, it had issues before, but it was fine. But after December, it just awful. Everything just went downhill. Someone did say, you know, oh, hey, you could get like 180 on Ito's plunge attacks, and then you can also cancel his plunge attacks, but I quite literally cannot test that as much as I want to. And then there was like a C6 Bennett sort of deal, because I don't know whether Raiden's plunge, the big thing with Raiden is her plunge. Oh, she actually does have a plunge damage. Okay, I guess I don't know if it's actually considered plunge damage. There was someone, you know, normal charge and plunging attack will be considered elemental burst damage, so I don't think that Xianyun will actually buff Raiden's plunge. She will just allow Raiden to plunge, which, you know, who knows? Maybe that's going to be good. Maybe it's going to be bad. We'll have to see. But I will say, like, she is good in very specific cases. Like, if I had to give her, like, she has 3 main DPS characters that people generally like. Like, it's not like these characters aren't like popular at all. It's not like I'm saying that, oh wow guys, she works with Dea. No, these are characters that people like. How many followers are in the Hu Tao main server? Oh yeah, 105,000. So yeah. Oh, there's also another one that has 3.8. Okay, I wasn't even trying this, but my internet, as you can see, yeah, it doesn't let me do it. Let's see, how long have I been recording? 5 minutes? Yeah. I've been recording 5 minutes. Let's go, guys.
I am never gonna financially recover from this.
Like Xiao mains. Yeah, sure. We'll just go over Xiao, Diluc, you know, and Hu Tao mains, and we'll just see like how many definite buffs we got. So, ooh, dang, Xiao mains, what happened? Why is there only 50,000 of you? Wait, hold on. And then Diluc mains. You guys, yeah, Diluc mains 25,000. So yeah, so, you know, it's like 175,000 people at least, you know, and that's the dedicated fans. Obviously, there's more people that use Hu Tao. What was the record on that one? Like a minute. Like a minute.
Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on!
Obviously, there's way more people that actually play those characters, right? But I think overall, you know, we probably got like 500,000 players, maybe, you know, combined between all of them that religiously maybe play these characters in Spiral Abyss, right? This is the first time I've actually like enjoyed using my Xiao because he feels super strong, and that's also combined with the C6 Farazan, right? Like Xiao before, I was like, all right, this guy's mid. All right, he's not good on my account. All right, I'm just not gonna use this guy ever, you know. And then I get C6 Farazan, and then I get, you know, Xianyun, and now he's looking really good because we have Furina, Xianyun, C6 Farazan, and now Xiao actually has the supports that he needed, right?
I can smell the failure.
And then also gaming. I know that Xianyun works very well with gaming. The gaming mains definitely were very vocal about how they were happy with Xianyun. But as of like specific characters, Kaching, I'm not so sure. Like it was thrown around, but I'm not so sure. I mean, it's a 232. You can aggravate, but that's not. I don't think the aggravate actually adds to Xianyun's damage, right? That's a big thing, right? I'm not seeing that, right? I think with Xiao, I could say Xianyun is on his best team. So is Diluc. And then Hu Tao, I believe it is still her best team, but C1 I think beats it or something. Like if you have C1 Hu Tao, then her being able to just continuously do as many charge attacks as possible beats, you know, the Xianyun, Furina, Yelan team, right? But I think these three characters are good enough for me to say, like, you know, I don't really regret it. I mean, she's definitely limited, but who knows? Maybe there is another character that comes out later on where she's actually going to be useful. But I'm not going to sit here and act like, oh, hey, yeah, that's definitely going to happen. Because I sat here waiting and waiting for a Yun Jin buff, guys. I thought I had my Yun Jin level 90, by the way, so I have told a couple commenters that I had her level 90. I thought I did. She's not. Big thing was that I didn't have this, which is a really big thing for Yun Jin. But let's just say I summoned for Yun Jin a while ago, right? Like when she first came out. She hasn't been like a character which I'm like, okay, time to use Yun Jin, right? She doesn't really fit onto the most optimal teams, right? She's just sort of a character that you throw onto the team just to have fun with, right? It's just the same thing with Xianyun, right? But, you know, Yoimiya, she kind of got kicked off, you know, for a while. I mean, she is good for Yoimiya, but that's about it. Like, you know, when Yun Jin came out is about the same state that she's in right now. There hasn't been many normal attacking characters that could benefit off of her buff, because the big thing with Yun Jin is you're only getting 61% of her defense, right? I believe. So that's only like 1,000 damage, you know? Like, you come over here and you're like, oh, well, you know, she's giving 9,000 damage, which, you know, happens less frequently. But what you want for Yun Jin is a fast attacking character. And Yun Jin's just not that character. And also hitting multiple characters hinders that, right? Hitting multiple opponents definitely, you know, decreases your damage. Especially because Ayato is the other character that she's really good for, but those are about the only two characters.
Well, you got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
I can't think of a character that's actually like good after her release for her, right? I can't. I legitimately am having trouble thinking of a character. Like Risley, maybe? Are we gonna say Risley since he does normal attacks, right? I don't know if this actually buffs his buffs Yun Jin's ability. This might, I don't know, but I mean, personally, you end up either using Risley in a freeze team or you end up using him in a melt team, right? You don't really want to throw Yun Jin on there, right? It's just a bad thing with Yun Jin, but that is also due to her element. That is a big thing, you know? I've had actual 0 success on proccing Viridescent on the correct element. It's always on Hydro, right? Whenever I tried, you know, Hu Tao and Diluc, it always just swirled Hydro. There was no like, oh yeah, we're gonna swirl the Pyro, so we're gonna get a massive damage buff. No, I've had 0 success with this. But it has buffed Furina's damage, which is good. You know, Furina does do good damage, so it's not that the end of the world just because that happened, right? So yeah, overall, I think I just gotta say, Xianyun, I don't regret summoning on her, but in no way can I recommend summoning on her unless you're like a diehard Xiao, Hu Tao, or Diluc main. Those are the only 3 characters I can actually say like, oh yeah, that's a serious character that you can run with her, right? Those are like serious characters. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.